Now that's what we're talking about, a Mississippi River monster, huh?
That's a Mississippi River monster right there.
Whoa! 30, ain't he?
Oh yeah, I believe he'll go 30.
Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's probably gonna do over 30. You got a weight on there?
Yeah. 38 pounds.
38 pounds.
That's a good one.
Yes, sir.
A couple of those look good in the tournament.
I'll let you do your thing.
He's a pretty fish.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Wildcatters TV. Today I'm on the boat with George Young Jr. He is the tournament director for Mississippi River Monsters. This is the first annual event he's holding here in Memphis, Tennessee. And it looks like everybody from around the country is really excited about this event. He's got like 140 something boats already.
Well, as of Friday, this is Sunday, we're out on Sunday. 2 days ago, we were up to 158.
158 boats. A lot of guys are excited for this tournament and coming from long distances. I know people from North Carolina coming out here, Pennsylvania, all over the place. So it's going to be an interesting event. I think the weigh-in is, you're actually going to have the weigh-in at the new Bass Pro Pyramid.
Right, right. The boat launch will be out of the Mud Island River Park, but the weigh-in will be at the pyramid itself.
Awesome.
We will take the boats over to the pyramid and let the guys weigh their big catfish right in front of the big pyramid Bass Pro.
Well, that's awesome. Now, George, for the guys that's never seen the Mississippi River before, what are some of the techniques that they should consider using down here?
Well, you know, with me, it's all about bumping. That's just who I am. You know, if I don't have a bumping rod in my hand, I'm kind of lost. But you know, you can anchor fish, you can drift fish, you can suspend fish. You can basically do anything on this river that you can do on any other river.
Right.
You know, bumping is a great technique, and like I say, that's just something I do personally. That's what I prefer to do. But you know, there's a lot of good anchor fishing. I know a lot of guys like to be on a rope, you know, with the rods out, and you can drift fish it just like you would the Ohio, the Tennessee. You know, there's slow current areas all over the place. You can go right down the main river channel edge and just drift fish.
Right.
Or walk in baits. You know, a lot of good areas where you can just anchor your boat down and you know, walk baits back. But you know, some guys, you know, got a misconception of the river that they just think we just bump.
Right.
But you know, you've seen everything down here, and you know, there's all kind of different current speeds and areas. You can do all kind of different stuff.
Yeah, the Mississippi is actually littered, and I mean littered with wing dikes or wing dams. And what the wing dams are, guys, are these rock piles that kind of jet out into the river channel to divert all the water into the main channel for these barges that run up and down through here. Now which comes to something I'd like to bring up to a lot of guys, because I know a lot of guys haven't seen this river, is there is some dangers to the Mississippi River. Now, I'm not trying to scare anybody, but I just want everybody to be aware. George, what would you recommend for somebody who's never seen this river before?
Well, the first thing is, you know, just like with any river, just go out, when you go out on the river, just know that you're going to respect the river. Don't just go out on the river and just you know, leave the respect out and just start flying up and down. Go out and have in your mind you're going to respect it.
Right.
And you know, you need to look for your wing dikes. You need to look for your buoy markers. You need to, you know, look at your maps and stuff and know where you're at. And when you're running the river out here, you know, if you'll stay in between those river buoys, then you should be okay.
Stay in between the red and green, guys.
Yep.
Stay in between the red and green.
And we have, you know, barges down here on the river that are 7 wide and 5 deep.
Yeah.
35 barges. This is big barge country.
Right.
And that would probably be, as far as the safety issue, the barge traffic. Respect the barges. You know, just like you respect the river, respect the barges. If you had never run a boat in barge traffic and the waves, just be prepared to go slow, take your time, and use common sense. And I would say the barges are probably the #1 danger on the river.
Well, one thing I'd like to bring up too, when the barges is going down the river, they don't create much of a wake at all. When the barges, the river's running right at 3 miles an hour right now.
Right.
Barges run, they don't go real fast, but when that barge is pushing some weight upriver, they've got them motors wide open, and I have literally seen some 10-foot swells out behind the back of their boat. So if it's going upriver, be real careful on how you chase and go around those barges. Downriver, like I say, it's not so bad. Still just respect it and know that they really, I don't know if they have the right of way or not, but they're just so big that.
Yeah, they can't stop like me and you can stop.
Right.
And like Steve said, an upriver barge pushing against 3 mile an hour current, he's going to be putting some big wake out.
Yeah.
And he will actually tear that river up for a mile behind him.
Oh yeah.
It takes a while for all that to settle out. So you pull out in the river and you see a barge a mile upriver, just know that he's probably got wake still a mile below him in the river.
Oh, white capping too.
Right.
It'd be a surfer's dream.
Oh yeah, and you get a little, 10, 15 mile an hour wind along with that.
Right.
You can get some big barge wakes. But like I say, if you just respect it and be careful, I mean, everybody should be okay.
Another thing that I'd like to remind everybody too, is as far as some of the dangers, is sandbars. I mean, you could look down the river and it just appear that it's just a really wide river, but if you don't stay in between those red and green buoys, you may find yourself beached on a sandbar in the middle of the river, and it'll look like water, but it's probably gonna just be inches deep.
Yeah, and that's where that comes into play of knowing your river maps. Look at the maps, know where those sandbars are, and like Steve said, stay between that red and green buoy. Unless there's going to be a lot of areas you get out of that to fish in.
Right.
But look at that area, learn that area, and before you just get out of the buoy markers and just start running crazy.
Yeah, you don't want to rip through somewhere you're not used to. Like I say, you can get up on the bank. There's no red and green buoys right here where we're at now, but you're sitting in what, 55 foot of water.
55 foot of water.
But I mean, the same area upriver may look exactly the same, and you're sitting in 3 inches of water.
Right. So learn what you're, it's like that with anywhere you go. You want to learn the water before you just plow through it.
Exactly.
You want to know what you're running into.
Well, other than that, I think you're going to have some seminars on how to run the river, and,
right.
and you're going to have the, what do you call it, not the DNR, but the Coast Guards up here.
Well, we're going to have the Coast Guard, we're going to have the Tennessee Wildlife, the DNR people also, and they're going to go, starting at 1 o'clock on Friday the 9th, we're going to have 5 total seminars. We're going to have a lot of the good catfishing guys that, going to be in. We got Daryl and Jason Massengale, we got Jeff Dodd, David Shipman, Natalie Wilbanks, and then we got the DNR, yeah.
Right.
But every one of them is going to be talking to you guys about river safety. They're going to be talking to you about techniques out here, like we went over earlier.
Right.
And what's going to be real good about the seminars is they're going to do a lot of question and answers.
Right.
So if you guys got questions, you can just ask them, and they'll be more than willing to share techniques and areas and river speeds and. But every one of them will hit on safety of the river too.
Well, and I think you're having this at the best time of the year. September is generally a good time for the Mississippi. It's down, or should be. I'm not going to say it will be.
Right. You never know with the river, but yeah, September historically you got a low river, and it's a little safer river and a lot better fishing.
Right. Well, I think everybody's going to have a great time. I know a lot of people are really looking forward to this event, and the catfish industry needs another great event like this. And I'm looking forward to coming down and just watching it. I'm not sure if I'm going to fish it yet, but I'm going to come down and support it. And I'm just looking forward to seeing all the new folks come down.
Yeah, a lot of times just the camaraderie and getting everybody in one spot, kind of like the Catfish Conference thing.
Right.
Man, that's just awesome to get everybody together and people you hadn't seen in a while,
Right.
and seeing lots of new catfish stuff maybe you hadn't seen as far as product and things like that. But
Well, you'll have some vendors supporting your tournament down here set up at some booths also, right?
Right. Yeah, we'll have vendors set up outside the pyramid up there by where the weigh-in stage will be. We got several. You know, we have 20, 25 different sponsors in on the tournament. Not all of them have a booth set up, but part of them will. So hopefully, guys can have some good stuff to look at. And I know a lot of the guys are be selling their products, so you'll be able to buy some stuff also.
Now, you're putting in here at Mud Island, but the weigh-in is actually going to be in front of the Bass Pro Pyramid.
Correct. We're putting in at Mud Island River Park. The weigh-in will be in the front parking lot, almost by the front door.
So you'll have some shuttles and stuff to kind of help the anglers.
Correct.
Parked.
Yeah, we'll have shuttle services running to get them from the island back over to the Bass Pro. And like I say, this is a new thing for us, so everybody will need, just kind of work with us, and we'll get this thing off without a hitch.
Well, sounds good. George, I appreciate you putting on this event. It sounds like it's going to be a great event, and I'm looking forward to coming down and sharing your experience with you. Well, let's go out there and do some fishing real quick. We'll show them some techniques that they may be able to use when they come down here. And,
all right.
Have some fun.
Let's go get it done.
All right. Thank you, George.
Thank you, Steve.
All right, guys.
There it is. Coming up the river with it. There you go. There he is. Oh, yeah.
Got him?
Yeah, we got him.
Is that big?
Good teenager, feels like.
It's hard to tell in that current.
Yeah, that current's hard. He may be laying back there with his mouth wide open.
Yeah.
He's coming on up now. He just laid down there and sulked on us a minute. He ain't that big. Oh, he wrapped up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
He's got mud on his belly. That kind of tells me they've been laying low.
Yeah, they've been laying on the bottom.
This water's still dropping?
The water's dropping. They're probably sucking up tight.
All right, that's an 8-pounder, ain't it?
Yeah, 8-10 pounder probably. Pretty fish. If he didn't have that mud on him, he'd be real clean, healthy fish. Mississippi River Blue Cat. The river's full of them this size. We'll go after a big one. Let this guy go.
Yeah, we'll get us and hopefully get a big one.
Yes, sir. Too loose.
All right, George, tell us about your rig. What are you using here today?
Okay, let me clean it up a little bit. Got this fish line on it. Just got that fish on it.
Well, that's a good sign. If it's clean, it wouldn't be no good.
That's right. I'll use a 3-way rig, for bumping on the river. This one's kind of nasty for fish line, but that's good. The main line we tie it to the top of the 3-way rig, and then in the middle we got a chain swivel coming off for the hook leader. Then the bottom of the 3-way we got for your weight leader that comes down. We keep that weight leader in line with the main line so we can keep good contact with the bottom. If you got the weight in line with the main line on the 3-way, you got a lot better contact and a lot better feel. And when we're bumping, this is on the bottom and this hook is just kind of free floating down the river.
Right.
So lots of swivels and stuff, as Steve said, in my little apparatus, but it keeps my line twist out.
Right.
So, but anyway, that's the rig I use. And what you got going on now?
Oh, we got one.
All right.
Running to the boat. I hope he's in there or not.
Come on.
Nah,
No,
he's still
he's swimming with you.
Sometimes they run to the boat. Listen here, feels like he's not be pretty decent. Ah, he just spinning.
He's just spinning.
Spinning.
He just mad, ain't he?
There he comes. He's swimming now. He might be a little bigger than I think. I was thinking teenager. That's all he is.
He's a pretty one. You want me to bogey him?
Ah, you can if you like. Watch that sinker. Don't let it knock you in the head.
All right. He decided to get mean.
There we go. All right, that was somewhat of a double one.
Yeah,
Pretty close.
pretty dang getting close to a double.
All right, guys, I know this is not what you expect to see on the Mississippi River, but this is what you're going to get. Plus, they do get bigger. And hopefully, we're going to find something a little bit bigger today. But shoot, I've always said action's action.
Action's action, man. We gotta go through the small ones to get to the big ones.
That's right.
We're just getting them out of the way.
All right, there you go, George. Well, I'm going to get baited up and finish
All right.
fishing. You can finish telling about your apparatus there.
I don't remember where I was at, but like I said, 3-way rig for bumping. Lots of different ways you can tie this rig. This is just the one I prefer. This is actually a handmade 3-way that I make myself. But you got your hook leader, usually about 20 to 24 inches, coming off the middle of the 3-way. And then I usually go with 20-pound mono on my weight leader coming off the bottom of the 3-way. And like I said, just keeping it in line with the main line. That gives you a lot better feel than if the weight's over to the side. You don't get near the feel as you get with it in line. That's pretty much it, Steve.
Well, he catches fish, that's for sure. We've seen that. And you use a lot of these swivels just to keep the line twisted.
Yeah, a lot of these swivels are just for keep the line twist out. And I got a 65-pound braid on the main line, and I also put a different size mono on this hook drop. I put an 80 on the bottom, for the fish's teeth for wrapping up. It's just more durable. And then I put a 50 above on that hook drop in the middle up to my 3-way, and that way if I get hung, this 50 will break loose before I break my main line, and I don't lose my whole rig.
Right.
I can afford a lot better just to lose a hook drop or a weight drop, and not if I lose it all, then that's not as good.
Exactly.
Right. So that's basically what that for. Swivel to keep it out, plus that allows me to get my 2 different line sizes.
Right. So. Awesome. There you go, guys. There's just another type of rig that you can use for bottom bouncing walking baits on the Mississippi River.
Let's go get one.
There you go.
shaking his head.
He was way back there too, wasn't he?
Yeah. Steve, I'll hand you this. Just keep us out of those pipes. Current gets a little bit tricky right here.
Taking a little drag.
Taking a little drag. Show me a little bit now. Come on up here, big boy. Let's look at you.
Hey.
Getting excited on me.
Yeah. That's what we want to see, ain't it?
That's what we want to see.
Close?
He's getting close.
There it is. Oh. Another 40-pounder, ain't it?
Oh yeah. Oh, he's barely hooked. We need a net. He's barely hooked. Seen that boat and he didn't like it. I think he's a little over 40. You get the trolling motor killed? We might have to.
You gonna kill him?
Yeah, go ahead and kill it because he's barely hooked and he ain't wanting to cooperate. Oop. Oh, we got him now. Look at that hook. Hairless. Big old man.
Yeah. Nice fish,
That's him? Look at that tornado over there.
Looks like it on.
That's a good fish.
Yeah, he's a 45 on it.
Yeah. Good fish right there.
All right, guys, that's what you get to look forward to when you come down to Mississippi River Monsters Tournament. Did I say it right that time?
Mississippi River, you got it right, Steve. That's a good fish. That's a good
solid fish.
Yes, sir.
You put him in a live well, you got a chance.
Yes, sir. That's what you're looking for. Pretty fish.
Yep.
Alright, you want to get him back in?
Yeah, let me get his net out of your way so you don't trip all over it.
Alright. Take him over to this side. Ease him down in here. They go long fish.
Yeah.
I didn't have to revive him. He was ready to go home. He felt that water and was gone. Whew, that's what it's all about right there. Well, you want to get set up and,
Well, let's do it again.
get in there again?
Yeah, I need me one of them.
All right. This river, you know, there's big fish everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, there's big fish, and the very next bump to the bottom could be the next personal best or the next state record.
Exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be somebody that's here all the time to win this event. This river can produce for anybody.
Well, there is some amount of luck into this. I'm going to tell you straight up. I mean, there's a skill takes a big part of it, but there's going to be a certain amount of luck to this.
With that many hooks in the water, in this body of water, there's no telling what we might see come out of here.
Yeah.
I'd say at the weigh-in we're going to see some big fish.
Oh, you know it. I mean, there's some key players that always bring big fish to the scale.
Right.
But it doesn't mean that somebody else couldn't do it.
That's right. There's
there's lots of great opportunities for you to be able to catch a fish down here. Some of this stuff's going to be new to some of you guys coming from different states out east of us. But it doesn't mean that you're going to have a disadvantage. It's all right here waiting for you. Okay guys, that's about all the time we have for today. I'd like to thank George Young Jr., Tournament Director for Mississippi River Monster Tournament.
That's right, you got it.
Thanks for taking us out today.
Yes, sir. Pleasure to have you out here today, Steve.
Appreciate it, and I wish you the best of luck on your tournament this year. It sounds like it's going to be a great event. Again, tell the folks at home where, when, and where.
It's going to be in Memphis, Tennessee, on the Mississippi River. The boat launch will be at the Mud Island Amphitheater. The tournament itself will be at the Bass Pro Pyramid, the weigh-in. We'll have festivities on the 9th, Friday. We'll have seminars from some great catfishermen around the country. That night, the 9th, we'll have the captain's meeting, and we'll have the tournament the next day on the 10th. As of right now, we got 158 boats, expecting to hit 200. So if you want to come fish with us, sign up. You can go to msrivermonsters.com. You can fill out a registration and pay your entry right there online. And we got a lot of prizes. Got a chance for everybody to win something. We'd love to have everybody come fish.
Okay guys, that's it. September 9th and 10th for the main event. Come see us at Memphis, Tennessee. Again, I want to thank George for taking us out and catching some fish today. Fortunately, I wasn't able to catch the big ones today, but he did. But it's always good to just see the type of fish that's in this fishery. And George, you did a good job today.
I appreciate it, Steve. And like I said, it's a team effort. I got lucky and they bit my rod today.
That's right. Well, all right, guys. Thanks again for watching our videos, and we'll see you in the next one.